What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo. I'm back with more Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star series. So we finally got another wave in here, and this time we have Series 18, which in this set we have a Janemba, we have Super Saiyan Bardock, and Super Saiyan Vegito. So 3 more Dragon Star figures to add to our collection, but the only figure I really care about is the Janemba, just because it's actually something different. Where we've had Bardock before, we've had Vegetos before, they're just in the Super Saiyan form this time, so nothing real interesting there. Like I said, we've had them before, but the Janemba just looks so cool in his form there. It just looks super awesome with the way he looks and everything, so I'm excited to look at that figure. But I am excited to look at all the figures and open up some more Dragon Stars, so let me go ahead and get these out of the box and we'll check them out together. So starting off with Janemba here, and he looks very cool. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we also do have the World Martial Arts Tournament display that they made for the Dragon Star, so we're going to kind of have this as like a background display, but it's a pretty cool set. You can make it look damaged and stuff. It's just like a background for a tournament fight, so very cool for that. But back to Janemba. So this figure looks really cool. Like I said, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most, and you can kind of tell by the look of him, but at least from what I read about Janemba, he'd pretty much be like the devil in the Dragon Ball world. He's a powerful demon and the living definition of evil, and then just by the way it looks and stuff, looks very devilish, so that's why I said he pretty much is the devil. But he looks super cool here, and this is his super form, because he has just a normal form where he looks really different, but this is his super form where he gets the all purple armor, his skin turns all red, he gets a purple set of horns, and then white wrist and ankle armor, which looks very cool, and you can guys see down on his feet. He has toenails painted on his big toes, which are kind of cool. I really enjoy the look of it. I just think he looks super cool, and just reminds me a little bit of like Frieza and stuff with the tail. But for movement though, it's going to be the same as all the other Dragon Stars. I thought with them taking to break with the Dragon Stars, I thought they were going to take and maybe redo and modify some stuff, but it doesn't look like they did. They have all the same movements as usual, but the head there can twist side to side, and if you get it moved there, you can twist it all the way around. But the neck doesn't have really any movement beyond that. Like, you can't really get any nodding, so he's just pretty much always in a looking down position. The shoulders can't come up. They're real stiff on these figures though, that they can come up 90 degrees, but can twist all the way around. We have a bicep twist right up there. We have the double elbow joint that bends all the way up and that far, and then the wrist can twist around, and then again it has that split ball design, so it can only move in one direction at a time. So we have a back and forth there. Then right in the abs, we don't really have any crunch at all. Like, as you can see, barely any movement at all, but he can twist side to side. And if we go around to the back, we can see his tail, which comes out the middle of his back, which is really weird, but the tail that comes right out there, and it has some movement, so it can rock back and forth there. It can twist all the way around, and then it does have a joint, so it can bend back and forth there as well. And then the tail has a segmentation right in there in the middle, and it can twist around. Then we go to the legs, where we got the hips that can come up, and they can pretty much just twist all the way around there, so really loose hips. And again, it has the thing where they move up and down, so if you wanted to get it more displayed where he looks normal, you kind of push it up there, but if you want to get some movement, you can pull it down a little bit and leaves that gap. But his thigh is a little twist in there as well. Then we go to the double knee that can bend all the way up that far in the back, and then the foot just rocks back and forth a little bit, and then just a tiny side to side shake. So unfortunately, Bandai still gave him all the same movements, so you don't have much movement in the neck or the abs or then the feet, which is kind of hard because like the end of the stand, his feet are off to the side, so he's standing on the side of his feet. So that's one thing I don't like, is you just can't get enough adjustments in there. These look really great. They're perfect representations of how they look in the show and everything. They just don't have the great movement. But he does come with some accessories, so it has 2 fists on. Currently, we get additional hands, so here we have a set of like open like grabbing hands, usually what I call the Kamehameha hands and stuff, but just like the open curved hands there. And then we also get a set of grip hands here that you can switch out, so if you want to have grips, because he also comes with the Dimension Sword, which looks really cool there. I really think this sword looks awesome. Reminds me of like Trunks' sword and stuff, but really nice red blade, purple hilt, white grip there, so very cool looking. So I definitely want to switch this out. So there, Janemba looks badass and looks like he's getting ready to kill everybody and just chop him up with his sword. And next up, we've got Super Saiyan Bardock, which we've had Bardock before, which we'll see the figure, but he is the father of Goku and Raditz. He is a Saiyan warrior, so he has the Saiyan battle armor on there, as you can see with the big chest piece in the dark blue and I'd say neon yellow. I really always like that yellow color they choose for the battle armor. It has the straps that come up around him, then the big giant chest plate there. He also has his tail wrapped around his waist as like a belt, so you can see the end of the tail there, so that's awesome. He's got dark blue pants, red leg and arm bands there, as you can see, and then black boots with the yellow tips on him again. So I think it looks very cool, and he is the father of Goku, as I mentioned, so he does look a lot like Goku, but he has the scar there on his left cheek, then he has the blood-soaked headband there. So just very cool looking. I really like the look of Bardock usually. So his movements are going to be pretty much the same as usual, so his head twists side to side, and then just very little rocking back and forth there. Shoulders come up to 90 degrees if you force it there, and can rotate around. We've got the bicep twist, the double elbow joint that bends up that far, wrist twist around and flex back and forth. We got no ab crunch, but a little bit of a twist right there at the waist. On this one, the hips don't come up very much, so even if you get it moved out, it still doesn't raise very much, so that's as far as I can get it to go, unfortunately. But he does have a thigh twist up in there. Got a double knee joint that bends up that far, so not too bad. And then the foot can rock back back and forth and can twist all the way around. And as I mentioned, we've had Bardock before, so here is the older Bardock that we've had. So it looks like they've changed up some of the colors a bit on the outfit, but then of course mostly just changed his hair into the Saiyan hair, and then of course changed his body skin tone. It looks like he's much darker in the original one. But other than that, he looks pretty much exactly the same. All the outfits exactly the same. Just obviously the Super Saiyan hair in the yellow this time. And then he comes with some additional hands, so he has the 2 fist hands, and he comes with the 2 Kamehameha hands. So very cool there for Bardock, and I think I like this form a little bit more. And our last figure in this wave is Super Saiyan Vegito, and just like the Bardock, we have had Vegito before, so nothing real different going on here, just again with the Super Saiyan, so he has the yellow hair. So Vegito's the fusion of Goku and Vegeta with the use of the Patera earrings, which he does have there on the side of his head, so you can see that. And so he has a combination of physical appearances of both of those characters, and his outfit is pretty much Goku's gi, but inverse the colors, so he has a blue gi on, blue sash, orange undershirt, then white gloves and boots with the yellow tips on him, so it looks very cool overall. I think his face is kind of cool there, where he's got the open like screaming face and stuff, so very awesome. Got a little tiny mouth there, which looks funny. But for his movements, once again, head can twist side to side there, very little rock back and forth, shoulders come up 90 degrees and can rotate around. It's going to be harder though, so usually they have this additional little sleeve piece here that twists around with them, but on this figure they do not twist around, so you have to just kind of get the arm worked around and twist the arm around itself. Then we have the bicep twist, the double elbow joint that bends up that far, wrist twist around and flex back and forth. He has an actual ab crunch, so he can rock back and forth there a little bit and twist around at the waist. Hips can come up and twist all the way around. Has the thigh twist, of course. Has the single knee joint there that only bends up that far. So is the bag your pants leg, so they always do just that single knee joint there. But then the foot can rock back and forth and twist all the way around. And as mentioned, we also have the normal Vegeta, so you can see just the changes again with the hair going to the yellow, and then they just changed up the colors a little bit of the outfit, but it's still basically the same. But this figure, I think I do prefer the normal Vegito a little bit better. I just feel the yellow looks a little bit weird on this figure. Just something seems to be off about it. And for accessories, he has the 2 fist hands, so he comes with the Kamehameha hands once again. And with him, we get, I think it's like the spirit sword or something. Not 100% sure. Just using the key powers to form like a little blade here. I guess it could just be something shooting out like a little beam or something. But you can pop one of the hands off and put this on instead. So it just pops on there like that. So he has this blade now that he can fight around with. Probably a good blade to be able to fight with Janemba. I think it looks awesome with that sword hand there, so that just looks really cool. But that's going to be it for our Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series 18. Not a whole lot to look at here, just more of the figures we pretty much had before, just new versions of them. It's awesome, like I said, to get the Janemba just because I think he looks so great and it's just a cool looking figure to me. But it's nice to continue on with the Dragon Star series, and it's cool that we finally got to use our little display piece here that I think looks awesome. But let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed my review, please leave a thumbs up for me. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.